Hello, hello, hello. It's Starla here, and I'm here to tell you about the stars. Today, we are going to be talking about our beautiful full moon in Libra, the energy of equality, the energy of balance, the energy of justice coming through with this full moon in Libra. So, this is a wonderful time to heal and transform relationships, um, behavioral patterns, energetic contracts, and exchanges that are not equal in nature. It's important to assess and look over your energetic contributions you make and how that energy is returned to you. We have the sun opposing the moon, the sun in Aries opposing the moon in Libra. So there might be a little bit of a struggle between head and heart, where to navigate with your head versus your heart. But it's always important to understand that this is not a battle, this is not a conflict, this is just two energetic bodies trying to navigate where to go from there. And the best way we could get there is if we make it all work together. All right. And we have Mars helping you with the trine. Mars and Gemini trining our beautiful Libra moon, which will give us actual energy to support us. I feel like we have this fast moving energy with Gemini, and in the realm of communication with that Mercury support. So I feel like this is the time to talk, put your money where your mouth is, put some action where your words are, and follow through with whatever communications that you may need to have, whatever plans you've been crafting. So it's important to utilize this, surrounding actual dispersive energy we have with the Mars trining your moon. Oh, not your moon, but the moon in Libra. It's our moon, all our moons right now. It's also important to utilize that Saturn trine to enhance our discipline and our follow through with whatever plans we know we need to execute, with whatever communications we need to have under this full moon. It's really important to use that Mars energy along with Saturn to show sustained effort and discipline in transforming and healing energetic situations that are unfair to us right now. So that really is the general theme moving forward with this full moon in Libra. And so we have 4 pals, and out of these pals, we will be utilizing the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. And I want you to draw whatever card aligns with your spirit and aligns with your soul purpose at this time. And with with these files, we will be examining energies you might need to release or utilize to make room for incoming energies with this full moon. What supports you, new challenges coming in, and conscious factors you're aware of, and outcome moving forward. I will also be picking 2 oracle cards from the Goddess Oracle deck to give you advice or certain perspectives that could be needed in shifting and aligning with your purpose using this full moon. And so I look forward to helping you with this reading, and we'll be heading over there soon. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know where I'm pointing at. I don't know where it's going to be. Don't forget to subscribe though. There'll be more videos, and you can always check it out. So let's go. Bye. Hello, friends. Hi, how are you? Happy full moon. Today we have 4 piles in front of you with a card picked from the Divine Animal Oracle deck. Along with this card, we also have an accompanying crystal. So I I want you to take a deep breath and choose whatever pearl or crystal you may be most drawn to. And I'll be seeing you soon with your reading. Okay? Hello, group number 1. You are my dark spirit. You can't read it, they're very small letters, but it says companionship with the number 41. So what this tells me right now is that you're someone very loyal, and you're someone that values your friendship, values the people in your life, and there's a way in which you approach and go about things. And right now, with this full moon, it's important to get into the energy of loyalty and get into the energy of equal give and take. You know, you don't need to surround yourself with people who feel the need to compete with you. You don't need to surround yourself with people who are waiting for your downfall. It's really important that you build relationships and base your relationships off the fundamental understanding that you are a prize. Okay? You're a prize, and you should be treated as such. And if people do not want to, give that energy to you, it's important to draw those boundaries and accept that, it's not your job, it's not your role to be this image in someone's head that they constructed for you. It's not your role to beg someone for affection and loyalty, whether it's in a romantic relationship, whether it's in a friendship, companionship, or whether it's just with like family members, you know. And then getting into your tarot cards, we have energy. The energy that you need to release with this full moon is the Eight of Swords. So this could be my overthinkers. With the Eight of Swords, this is really about self-imposed bondage. She's here in this, I guess, trial by drowning, but at the end of the day, like, she could set herself free. Like, she could shimmy on and go deep into their feelings, her feelings, and set herself free. She doesn't have to be isolated here and stuck in this energy of downfall with this swords. The suit of swords is about communication, mental thought, the inner dialogue we feed ourselves. So it's really important to really release that overthinking energy, overanalyzation, arrest development, and really just forge ahead, knowing that there will be people that support you, and if they aren't, you're always supported and guided by the universe and spirit. Things that are energies that are helping you right now, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about paving the way and choosing a direction. So I feel like right now you're very set on the values you want in your life. You're very goal oriented and focused on this ending you want to manifest, this type of community you want to manifest, the kind of relationships you want to manifest. And it's really important to have that give and take with this too. It's also about collaboration and passionate collaboration with the suit of wands. And so you really kind of have, if you can see, he has this world in his hand, and it's looking at the world he wants to create. You're looking at the world you want to create, and the energy kind of moving towards you. Also, like, the energy that is kind of a challenge to create because it's new and it's something you're being called upon by spirit to it's kind of let go of being defensive, you know what I mean? I feel like you might be feeling very defensive because you're surrounded by people who put you on edge, right? And it's really not your job to constantly be looking out for who might hurt you, all right? It's really not your job to be this like bodyguard all the time or always have everything figured out for everyone else is another energy I'm getting. But along with that, for some of you, I think you're being kind of called to be a little more defensive about your boundaries and a little bit more aware about the people in your life and how they use your energy. And this is not saying that in everywhere our energy is consumed in some manner, but it's more about how they use your energy. Are you feeling depleted after, or are you feeling like there was a equal give and take? Are you feeling replenished? So it's very important right now to really guard yourself by externally making sure you're surrounded by people so you don't have to be so defensive and have such a wall up, because you know that the people in your life are rooting for you, you know. And I feel like that's what a lot of this overthinking comes to, because you don't know if people are going to have your back when things go down, you know what I mean? And it's important to build that life for yourself where you're not as stressed out. Conscious factors that you're aware of that could be affecting it is emotional discontentment with community. So I really feel like you right now might not be surrounded by an emotionally open home life. So this could be with your immediate family, where you are literally in a family that is not supporting your emotional growth, your emotional fulfillment. This could be like a roommate situation. This could be with the people you live with. This could be with your chosen family, like a group of friends. This could be with like a church thing. But it's really more like people that you see or you want to see as your family and people that you love and want in your life. But it's kind of like not feeling that way. It's really feeling like there's a lot of energy of competition. There's a lot of energy of envy, maybe sabotage, maybe gaslighting. So it's not really feeling like a stable environment for you that leaves you fulfilling. So maybe that's why you're, again, always constantly overthinking, planning your next move, because maybe you feel like you have to, you know what I mean? And I feel like spirit is really calling on you to understand that just that tiny shift in environment, you know, maybe even mentally, because it might be a situation you might not be immediately able to transform, is really going to help you move to something that is more equal in energetic exchange, whether like with finance, whether with time and compensation. It really is about what are you using to replenish your soul when you give, you know what I mean? And so I feel like the energy coming to you with this full moon and moving forward is, I feel like you're gonna really let that shit go. You're gonna really get to a place where you're not checking for everyone. You're not worrying about people that you might have cut off. You're not worrying about who is checking for you. You're just kind of focused on you and your truth and what you want to do. I feel like you're out of the energy of waiting for approval, out of the energy of waiting for messages of truth, your closure. So you're really starting to decide that this is what I want for myself. This is what I'm going to do for myself. And consequences be damned, as long as you're, working in your highest good, and you're really just kind of focused on you and your ending and the story you're going to write, especially with this Two of Wands here. You've chosen your path. I feel like you're just going to stay in your lane, mind your business, and whoever's stalking you, whoever you've been stalking, you're kind of letting that go. All right. So now I have some goddess cards for you. First we have Hathor. I think I'm saying that right. And that's the energy of receptivity, all right? It reads, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So I really feel like it's really telling you to let go of that responsibility of always being the person to be there for everyone else. It might be your time to just be the person that receives. This also is about kind of the yin energy of reception and letting things come to you and letting things flow, rather than the energy of creation and putting things out there. So really getting out of that energy in your head of what's going to happen, how I have to plan your next move, and just letting things go with the flow and seeing what happens, so you don't take on all that stress and anxiety by that perceived control of responsibility. You know what I mean? And then we have transformation, which I love to see this. I don't know if you could see, but a lot of butterflies. Love butterflies. She herself has her own wings, and it reads, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So this butterfly maiden is just really about change. I feel like you could be in your cocoon right now, and I won't lie to you, this Eight of Swords is really giving me, or like I said, arrest development. But I feel like the more you kind of let go of that control, the more that you can go with the tides, and that begins to spiral and create its own storm of transformation. And so I really love that. It's really important to surround yourself with people that will be here through that change, people that will help you through that change, people that will support you and want to see you see it through. You know what I mean? Because it's very important to have those people in your life. Yes. And so that's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you soon. Also, if you are interested, I will be doing an extended reading, looking at the spread in greater details, also pulling some clarifying cards, also pulling out some oracle cards for specific areas in your life, such as relationships, career and finance, and just spiritual development. So if that appeals to you, join me in the extended. The link will be in the bio. And it's wonderful to be here with you. All right, see you soon, guys. Bye. Hi, my Swan group. How are you today? You chose the Swan card. Drawn to that card. It is card of beauty with the number 20. Swan card is really about accepting beauty around you and really connecting to your ideas of beauty, the standards that create, and really examining what that means for you. And so I feel like this full moon is really calling on you to see the beauty in situations, to see the beauty in your environment, the beauty in your relationships, your friendships, your romantic partnerships. And so it's really the message of life is beautiful, dude. And, you know, when we open our eyes and smell the roses a little bit, it starts to feel very good. Ooh. All right. Energy coming in for you with energy coming in for you with this full moon. Slash energy you might need to release. We have the Nine of Cups. I feel like this, along with this beauty, is kind of telling me to kind of be a little bit more content, you know, in your day to day. I feel like we could focus on all the things we don't have, or we could, you know, work with the energies we do have, work with the resources we do have, and find beauty in that, find wonder in that. When it comes to energy, you might want to release. This is kind of the energy of complacency, and being satisfied with your life is not the same thing as being complacent. You could be satisfied and still want more for yourself. You could be satisfied and still want to grow, still want to expand, still want to discover new things about yourself and work and update patterns within your own life and within your external environment. So it's really important to understand that there's a difference between those things, and it's important to know that when a situation doesn't serve you beyond just the energy of existing, it's important to find ways you can elevate that. And things are supporting you. I feel like there's been a lot of painful endings to some chapters in your life that aren't working for you. And at that time, and you know, whether at the time, whether currently, you could really be like really upset and really broken by whatever these endings were, you know, or you might be currently going through. I feel like spirit is really trying to let you know that like there's something better, and those things can't come to you until those things ended. The painful chapters ended, the painful experiences you went through happened. And sometimes it's a really tough pill to swallow because, you know, I feel like it could be internalized, like, you know, you're meant to go through bad things to get to good things. And that's not the case. And that's something that is really important not to believe, because that kind of, you know, blames you, and you take on some weird internalizations of this is what I deserve. That's not the case, you know. I feel like certain things happen that we have no control over. No control over. And the only thing we control is how we move on from it. And I feel like how you chose to move on from it brought you lessons and is bringing you to a place where that is needed for you to be elevated in your thinking and evolved in the ways you go about things now. And I feel like that really comes through with this card, with this new energy coming in and challenges that you might be experiencing, is that you're going through a lot of transformations. And those transformations could have really come from very painful endings. But I feel like you're going to come out of it much better. And not just because it happened and time heals all wounds, but because you did a lot of self-healing and you did a lot of internal work that really brought you to a place of enlightenment and a place of spiritual growth, you know. And I feel like conscious energy affecting this and things you might be aware of is this is interesting because this could be interpreted a lot of ways. There could be third party energy that led to said painful endings, and either you felt the need to end things or that affected how things ended. You know what I mean? This could be about holding on to reunions with a situation that is clearly dead and gone, you know what I mean? And you should let go of. This can also just be about having support and community that is helping you and challenging you to grow as you go through these painful endings and new transformations. So it's a general reading, so take it how it applies to you. But what's going to come out of it is kind of this Six of Pentacles here is interesting because I feel like for some of you, this could be a past situation that led you to understand that you don't want to be in situations that are unfair to you and do not have that balance of give and take, and you want things to be more equal and you want that energetic receptivity that you have to be returned to you. For some people, I feel like this is going to this might put you a little bit off balance. Whatever this situation happened or occurred might kind of knock you off balance, but it's going to show you that there are a lot of people that are going to come together and support you. All right. And for some of you, I feel like you're going to be a little bit more selfish with your time and you're going to be a little bit more selfish with your resources because in the past it was taken advantage of or just straight up left you depleted. So at this point, you're really going to focus on you and put that energy to good use. And just for some of you, I would be careful if going into partnerships because there might be a situation, especially if this painful chapter is something that's about to happen. Let me save you the heartbreak right now and let you know that there might be someone that says they're in here with you and they're going to, it's a full partnership, but it's going to leave you depleted. So if you can avoid it, please do. Please do. And if like you're listening to this and something comes to mind, you already know what it is. Don't don't get got. Is what I'm gonna say with the Six of Pentacles reverse. Don't get got. All right. Goddess cards, messages to work with this full moon. We have Aphrodite, and this is about awakening the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciation of your divinity. I feel like a lot of these cards are asking you to really find beauty in yourself and find beauty in your everyday life, either through just caring for yourself through the little things like dancing, a lot of you time right now, and really enjoying that energy of love and beauty, because you deserve it. You deserve to be surrounded by beautiful things. You're a divine being, a divine goddess, and it's really important to embrace that. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you that you're worth something, or you're worth this being, this divine ethereal creature. Another card we have is Mau, and it says you are called upon to help with environmentalism. I feel like you, again, this is real about finding beauty in the world, and finding, I think with this card specifically, going out in nature and finding beauty in the natural world and protecting it as you protect yourself. So a lot of transformative energy here with this full moon, I will say. And it's really important to use this Libra full moon. Aphrodite, Venus, however you want to call her, is really about that love and inner beauty and inner light. Venus also rules finance, and Libra is ruled by Venus. So this full moon in Libra could really be an opportunity to heal through a lot of self-love and self-care and contentment with where you are, because you might be going through it. All right, but I'm rooting for you, and I'm so glad you stopped by here with me and watch this video. I hope the message found you well. If you're interested, I will be doing some extended, and the link below, taking a bigger look at the spread. So please subscribe, please, and have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful full moon. Bask in the beauty of it. I love you. All right, bye-bye. Hello, group 3. You are my lionesses. Ooh, powerful. And it reads protection with the number 21. So, yeah. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. You didn't see that. Anyways, we have our lioness group. I'm getting a very strong, powerful energy, as you can see, and with the protection, I think this is about this full moon going into your journey, whatever you need to release, whatever you need to make room for. I think it's important to understand that you are divinely protected. You are. The universe is keeping a big eye out for you, but it's also important to protect whatever the universe is, and bringing into your life, making room for you for English is just coming in and out here. But it's also important to protect your own space and protect your own energy, especially if you're collaborating with people, if you are engaging in any creative projects. This could be something as simple as, a group project on a final, to something as complex as the creation of life in pregnancy and childrearing, childbirth. So, lionesses do not play with their cubs. They don't. Just like you should not play with your blessings, you should not play with whatever ideas you have that are being birthed through you right now. It's really important to guard your energy and keep that energy safe, because you already have divine support. You already have divine guidance. You already have divine protection. So you have to reach out and grab that for yourself, because you deserve that space, to create and flow. So, another thing is you guys could have Leo placements. I say that because your card, um, with this full moon is the sun. So I think it's really important to get rid of anything that does not bring you happiness or joy right now. And I'm talking about a complete overhaul of the overall energies that are just interfering in your way, that are bringing you sadness, that are bringing you overwhelm. It's really important to look out for you right now, because at the end of the day, you are number one uno. Okay? Um, it's also important to protect your inner child. This could also be with a physical child. If you have children in your life, if you are in a career that serves children a lot, it's really important to protect that innocence, protect that inner wonder that we love so much with our kids, and we love so much with just the energy of youth. Again, I'm getting some of you might have strong Leo placements or be dealing with the Leo. If this applies to you, please take this message with openness, because I feel like a lot of you right now are moving towards happiness. And I say that with this Chariot here being energy supporting you right now. I'm getting a lot of you guys moving victoriously, moving towards what serves you, moving towards what brings you peace, what brings you joy. Also stepping into your power and stepping into your potential and going for what you want, what you believe in. This could also be like a situation where, for some of you specifically, you could have been working on getting a car, and I feel like there's going to be some support with that, or once you do get that car, it's going to support a lot of, it's going to serve as a lot of it's going to make things a lot easier is what I'm really getting. And I feel like the more easier things get, the better they become, and the increase of that flow of energy, so you don't feel as overwhelmed and everything doesn't seem as difficult. Like pulling teeth is something I'm getting with the energy of the Chariot. Another placement that some of you could have is Cancer. So this could really be like my July, June, August babies, okay? Because you could be a tropical Leo and coming up in the energy of sidereal Cancer, or you could be a tropical Virgo coming up in the energy of sidereal Leo. So if you have either a Cancer, Leo, Virgo placement, and you pick this card, then this message is very much for you. All right. And I'm just really getting, for most of you, a lot of this happiness needs to come with, focusing on your inner child, going back to that wonder. What were the things you wanted to do as a kid? What were the things that brought you joy as a kid? What kind of mindset did you have as a kid? Were you someone that was always like emotional, and then as you grew up in the world kept telling you a crybaby, you kind of held that in within yourself? Are you someone that wanted to pursue art as a child, and then certain plans, certain expectations for you led you to pursue something else, and now you're trying to go back to that initial route you always felt comfortable with? So it's really important right now to connect to that inner sense of wonder you have, because once you do, you see how the world opens for you. And it's very important to protect that inner child right now and make it feel like it has a space to come into being so you can align with that energy also. I'm really seeing this here with the Six of Wands, Six of Cups being in reverse, and new energies that might be coming to you, or asking you to, the universe is asking you to deal with. With the Six of Wands, Six of Cups reversed, I really feel like a lot of you guys are struggling with, returning to that inner wonder as a child. The Six of Cups could be about past life relationships, whether is with people from your youth or from another lifetime entirely. It also is about, you see these two kids sharing these cup of emotions, about that balance, that harmony that we get with emotional fulfillment as children, you know what I mean? And so this Sun card and this Six of Cups card is really telling me that it's really important to do some shadow work, some journaling, whatever you need to do to reach out to your inner child. And also, it might have to do with spending more time with kids in your life. If you do have kids in your life that, a younger sister, a younger brother, your own grandchildren, your own kids, a niece, a goddaughter, whatever it is, if you have students, whatever it is that gives you access to that same childlike youthful energy, and maybe you've been avoiding it, maybe you haven't been making time for it, Spirit is really calling on you to fix that while you can and use that energy for yourself also. Don't look at it as something you have to do, but something that Spirit is calling on you to do, because it's something you also need. So it's really important to see that. There could be like I said, there could be a relationship here, either from your childhood, from the past, whether in this lifetime or from another lifetime, that might be, Spirit might be calling on you to revisit. And I hate to be the one that tells you this. The only reason I say this is because judgment comes up. So judgment is about answering the call from Spirit, the call from the universe. And whether it's with past relationships, whether it's with past career paths, whether it's with certain patterns that you have struggled with, that it's something you need to address, Spirit is calling you to really go to your past, go to the fundamentals of the issue, right? And this is something you consciously are aware about. So I'm not telling you anything new here. You're really being called upon to use this full moon energy to release those blocks, especially from childhood. I'm really getting blocks from childhood. Release it. Blocks from the past. Release it. It might include like unblocking people. I'm so sorry. And I hate to be the one that says it, because I hate when I watch your reading and someone's like, oh, you need to reach out to this person, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, they're dead to me. But Spirit's trying to bring some shit back from the grave. And with that said, this is not me saying rekindle a relationship or reach out to someone. This is more about not ignoring how the past has affected you. Those unresolved feelings from the past, what did you do? What actions did you take to heal them? And if you can't answer me, you're being called upon to take a review and see how healing those wounds will lead to success, lead to celebration, lead to joy, happiness. This full moon is really important for you to do that. Um, Lastly, we have energy coming into the future, what you can expect from this energy. We have Four of Wands. So, the Four of Wands is about rejoicing, celebration, engagements. It's also a soulmate card with that 1111, and people kind of going under this little gazebo to profess their love to each other. Um, Kind of a jumping the broom card. Um, so I feel like once you really go back to the basics, deal with whatever blocks these are. And I see a lot of you guys moving forward and not really holding on to regrets from the past. I think you guys are just moving forward. Like, this happened. It's something I can learn from. Not to say that it's not hard, it's not challenging, because the Six of Cups here is reverse. I feel like a lot of you guys will be moving towards a lot of peaceful times. I'm like, we have 3 major arcanas here. And then we have a Four of Wands. So, like, this is a very beautiful thread. And a very powerful major changes here that are going to lead to beautiful, abundant changes in your everyday life. So, yes, this is a major shift, but you're going to start seeing it in the everyday life, and you're going to be more stable in your energy and your passion, with this 4 being in the Suit of Wands. So, I really love to see it. Cards we have here, we have Unconditional Love, Mary Magdalene, and it reads, love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And that's what I'm kind of getting here. Like I said, there might be a lot of blocks and challenges from your past that left you feeling very hurt. And I'm getting a lot of childhood trauma, childhood issues. And whether it might not even seem like this stemmed from a childhood, this is, yeah, this is really about like your innocence and how vulnerability in the past has left you. Yeah, I really get like, I really feel like some of you right now might be in a situation where you're really happy and your current life is going pretty well, and your future is going pretty well, and around you in this immediate future is a lot of happiness and things to look forward to. But the biggest setback, and the reason that it might feel hard to connect with this, is because as a child in the past, this doesn't necessarily have to be like a childhood thing. This could be like in high school, like you were bullied in high school, some whatever it is pertaining to your youth really makes you feel like either you don't deserve it or it's going to be taken away from you again. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case. You have a bright future ahead of you. I don't know if you can see this, but bright future ahead of you. And I feel like It literally reads, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. And I really feel that because I feel like a lot is fine right now for most of you. A lot is fine, or it's really about to be and take this turn once you accept this call that, life, the universe gives you infinite chances to get it right. You just have to take the call. Better late than never, every single time. And what if I told you there was no such thing as late? And it was just all part of a divine plan. All right. Well, I hope this message served you well. If it did and you're interested, I will be doing an extended reading looking at some clarifying cards and into specific areas in your life, such as love and relationship, career and finance, and spiritual development. Please subscribe. Please subscribe and comment and tell me how you felt about this reading. I'd love to hear some feedback. It makes me feel more connected to you, which makes the readings become a lot more clear. So I hope to see you soon. Subscribe so you can see some videos, some more videos. I'm wishing you all the best. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Hello, 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 my group 4. You are my Seahorse group. And it says equality. Oh, I'd love to see it. Such a pretty, pretty, pretty card. This card is about balancing your masculine and energy, your masculine and feminine energies, and having equality and reciprocity in your relationships, in your thoughts, in your mindset. It's really about understanding that two things don't need to be identical to be equal in value. And, we all bring different things to the table. And if people can't respect what you're bringing to the table, they don't eat. All right. And so with the seahorse, as you know, male seahorses are responsible for birthing of their young. And so that's where the equality in the seahorse lore comes from. And so I feel like it's really important for this group, I feel like a lot of this full moon is really about balancing your internal energies so you can understand that balance in the 3D. So this could be about in certain relationships you're in, are you being taken for granted? Or is there an equal give and take? Is there a stream of love and acceptance for what you do as well as what they do? This could be a question that you're being asked. This could be a question you're being asked to ask your loved one. This could be both, So really, what does equality mean to you? And how do you view that? And how is that being presented in your everyday life? All right. So we have Page of Cups. Page of Cups for energies to be released / energies to make room for. I'm getting a couple messages here. So for some of you, I feel like Spirit is kind of calling on you to be more giving and more open in offering your cup of love and offering your cup of service, your cup of vulnerability, messages of passion, as well as some of you are waiting or hoping someone would offer their cup of love, their cup of service, their cup of emotional vulnerability and fulfillment. You know what I mean? And we have this page. Some of you could be waiting for an offer. It could be a job offer, but one that will bring you emotional fulfillment and excitement. But for some of you, I feel like you might be called to release the energy of always being the person that's giving and, you know, putting yourself out there, wearing your heart on your sleeve. And this isn't because it's necessarily something wrong and something you should avoid. It's always a beautiful energy to offer your cup of love, put your heart on your sleeve, and put yourself out there. I feel like you might be in a situation where you're constantly offering yourself, your service, your energy to people that just don't deserve it. They straight up don't deserve it. They take advantage of it. And so it's really important to use this full moon to clear space for energies that are going to be equal. You know, this is a full moon in Libra. Libra is our scales, our justice. So this is really the perfect energy to release things that aren't equal in give and take. You know what I mean? And so whether this means having a discussion and, you know, offering messages or waiting for messages to show that this is an equal give and take, or just straight up, you know, offering that cup of love to yourself. Take the message how it applies to you. Another thing this page of cup represents are water signs. So this could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your life, or you could be the water sign. Things are supporting you. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is the card for collaboration, collaborating equally, both with the other and with spirit to bring something of harmony into fruition. All right. And so I feel like for some of you, you're already in a very equal give and you're already in a relationship that or a partnership venture that has a lot of equal give and take, you know, in a very stable and solid nature of things, you know. But this might be about that serving as a model for you in which you want to bring that into every other aspect of your life. So this could be a work relationship, career partnership, collaboration, and you're seeing how everyone is contributing and bringing something to the table, and it might be something new to you, or it might be something you've always worked towards. And now you're like, you know what? Why aren't all my relationships like this? Why is this something that I only get to feel in this small space? And you want to kind of expand that into the horizons of your life. So that could be an interpretation. Another interpretation this could be would be you know that you want equality and you are willing to do whatever to put the energy into actually manifesting this equality, okay? And you want this equality is important for you because you want to start collaborating on something. I think whether it's a relationship, a family, a partnership, it's really important that through this collaboration, you're not bearing all the burdens of the emotional labor, the financial labor, the mental labor, the physical labor. And so it's really important for you to manifest an energy of reciprocity that gives you room to feel replenished and give you room to grow. Okay, things that might be a challenge is, I feel like with this Knight of Wands reverse, I feel like this is something that I feel like this is something that you're aware of. All right. You're aware that, things are kind of out of balance right now. Or you could be the person in which, like, is not reciprocating things on an equal level. But I see a lot of flightiness. So either if you're the person that's seeking reciprocity and you feel things are unbalanced in this collaboration, this partnership, this union, maybe you might start and say something and say something to someone, the person you're in this endeavor with, and they're like, oh, okay, I got you, and then nothing happens. And as nothing happens with them, also nothing happens with you. So you might be like on some, well, if you're gonna keep it could be something as silly as, like, let's say you're working on a project with a group of people, and you got to turn in something, and you're like, well, if you're not going to do it, I'm just not going to put your name on the project, whatever. And they say, okay, I got you, blah blah blah, I'm going to turn something in, and they like turn into like something that was half done, and you're like, okay, well, you didn't do this, and you yell, or you show you that you're upset, but at the end of the day, what happens? You still make up for the lack of equity within that relationship by keeping that channel still open. And the same goes with whoever that is watching this, and you might be the person that is taking advantage of the situation and creating an energy of inequality by not contributing. You might be the person that's flighty and moving forward and moving with passion, and actually being passionate and have sustained effort with creating this environment of equality. So it kind of goes both ways, but when it boils down to it, it's really about not having that sustained passion and not having that sustained energy when it comes to manifesting this equality. And I feel like it, whether you're the person creating the inequality, whether you're the person, being complacent in this unequal give and take, someone's getting overwhelmed. Someone is getting to a point where they're carrying all this burden, and they know that they want to put this burden down. Like, it's exhausting carrying all this energy and being responsible for all this energy. And I feel like at this point, you really want to put that burden down. And if you're gonna have to walk away, if you're gonna have to let things crumble, then you're just going to. And so for those of you that I said that Spirit is really calling on you to not be as giving, not be the person always offering their cup. This message is really, really for you, because it's going to get to a point of just complete exhaustion and burnout. Complete exhaustion and burnout. And when that happens, you're going to realize that if that energy wasn't returned to you while you were up and you weren't needing that much to begin with in the first place, I doubt that anyone's going to come to your rescue when you're completely depleted. And now you put all this energy into other people, and when you need said replenishment, no one's anywhere to be found. Very, very important you understand what's at stake, you know? And moving forward, I see you really stepping into this Empress energy, and I love it, okay? Because the Empress is one ruled by Libra and Taurus. We love that full moon energy. And so the Empress is someone that's well taken care of, all right? And so the Empress is someone that is in her power. She's living in luxury. She's getting what she wants. You know, things are being brought to her, but she also has this unconditional love, this unconditional abundance, unconditional wellness within her. This could also represent, and I say this because with this fertility card, this could also represent like pregnancy. So congrats to those who are expecting this and want that. Please let this be one of equality, one of where you enjoy said pregnancy, and you know, you're feeling nourished and feeling taken care of. But it could also be like having ideas, like you're about to birth an idea, birth something into creation. So this is really about, again, living in that divine femininity, all right? And one thing I will say with this Empress here is, if you're the person that is creating this inequality within this relationship, I feel like this is the universe really telling you that this unconditional love that you have felt and have gotten from this person is something that you look forward to in the future and something you want in your life, right? For you to have this, you're going to have to, you know, contribute to that. It's not something that can be taken for granted. So if I'm talking to you, and especially if you have like a divine feminine in your life that has been complaining about the inequality within your relationship, do something about it before the universe does. And that's really just a little something there. Like I said, one of the goddess cards was fertility. The goddess Ostara. It is perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Yeah, I think, you know, for some of you that, like I said, are wanting to collaborate, are in an energy of collaboration, it's important that as you birth these new ideas, you also birth conditions for them to be sustainable. Another card we have, Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate actions without delay. So if you know that the situation is getting overbearing for you, becoming too much energy that's leaving you burnt out, Spirit is telling you, you know what you have to do. do it. If you're the person contributing to the energy of inequality and you're noticing that, you know, your loved one is getting burnt out, Spirit is telling you, you know what to do. Do it. All right? So that's it for our readings today. If you were touched by this reading, if you felt drawn to the messages, I will be having an extended in which I pull some clarifying cards and then I look at specific areas of your life, such as love, career and finance, and spiritual growth. So if you are interested, the extended will be in the link below. If not, please subscribe and comment if if you had any messages that you have questions about. Love to answer them. And I will be seeing you soon. All right. Bye-bye.